Hello everyone, today I'm here for card kit for the ladies that come to do my classes. So here is the 2 cards that they'll get to make. So this is the set that I used for these cute cards. And in your kit you'll get all the pop dots, the 2 different images. You got 2 of each. So say you make a mistake, you have an extra one, or you make your own little project after. So here we're going to start putting the card base together, and they're basically the same idea, just the paper changes. And when you put it down, you want just a little white frame all around your piece. So for me, it's easier to do the top piece and then put the bottom piece and then put the middle piece after, because then it has that opening for it. And yeah, so you'll see you'll have a little bit of white all around that piece also. And I ran out of tape, I had to change it. And here is the middle piece, and like I said, you'll have a little bit of white all around. And I'm gonna bring my panel, so I'm gonna do some inking. I didn't have quite the red I wanted, so I took out the candy apple and I'm just blending some of that on top of my paper here, all my pieces. And that's a trick, it's a nice trick to have, is when you don't have quite the same paper color that you want, you can always use some ink and change it up. As you'll see, there's a difference. See, the other one that I inked is a lot more red. So yeah, that's a little trick. So I'm going to do all my hearts for the next card too. So I'm doing all of them all at once. And just blending. So here's my card base, and there's the sentiment. I'm just gonna glue that piece to the card base. And if you don't like the position also, you can change it up, put it more in the middle. It's all up to you. That's just my suggestion, and that's how I did my cards. I always say you can change it up. It's your card. So I'm gonna just put that in the middle of that scallop. The scallop and the circle, that's from Jaded Blossom. Those are from Jaded Blossom, the dies. And you'll also have those square foam, just for dimension on the hearts. There's enough to pop your image and all the little hearts. And the small one, I just cut that one in half, so because it's just too big for it. And we'll just put the other one together now. So same thing, I'm going to start with the top piece, leave a little bit of a white frame all around, just like that. Being sick and all of that. This is the first class of this year, so I'm running late a little. Hopefully I can get back on track. And there's my middle. And just glue that piece on. Super easy, nothing difficult there. And I'll put my scallop part on, just like the other one. These are fun for birthdays, even for Valentines, because I put little hearts on it. My daughter's going to give these to her boyfriend, so yeah. So here's a little heart on the bottom. So I just put the image there just so I know where to put my little hearts. And then we'll color them up. I'll show you how I colored them. So yes, this video is a little long, but I show you how. So there's all the pop dots that are left for when we put our dimension on our characters. So here I go. I have the YG25 to start. And I'm just going to put where I want the first layer to be. Not sure if you have seen, I did a few posts this week already for CC Design. There's a release going on there. They're too cute. And we have a release next week for Jaded Blossom. You won't want to miss that either. They're going to be fun. So here I'm putting the YG17 for my little darker, and I guess I will be bringing some pencil. But as I say to my girls, if they don't want to do pencils, you can just do layers with your markers. And if you're not comfortable doing all those layers, you can always just do one layer with the 25. Like, you don't have to do two coats of different colors of markers. It's whatever you like doing, or just pencils. Some of my girls like just pencils. So just in case they wanted to see, I did the video for the coloring also. Now I'm just doing the arms. I thought this would be fun and different. You know, you always get into a routine of doing certain things. I thought, well, these are fun for little birthday cards. So I had the RV34 for the mouth and the E8 for the inside of the mouth, like not the tongue. The tongue was the 34. So I got the YR24, and I'm just putting some on the hat, the sombrero, and yeah. So if you don't have these colors also, you can just change them to whatever you want. You can even put yellow instead of what I just did there. And there I have the B02. You can always improvise in whatever colors you have. And it's not like you have to have that color also. Like, you can go more red, more green, more, you know, whatever you desire. I know we had what it was, a piñata, and everybody had them so different. There's no wrong or right way of coloring them. So yeah, so I'm taking the same color here, is the YG25 for some of the color on the hat. And just putting some on the shaker. Here I have the R27 for the red. Yeah, we have a blog hop tomorrow for CC Design. If you want to watch something else tomorrow, there's something there. Or join us and maybe win a prize. Their release is super cute. I love my card for tomorrow. And here is the color for the cheeks. Just a hint, something to do with my Scott. If you know, my son name is Scott, and I did a card for him, so it's too cute. So there's a green color. And just putting a little bit of shading, just making the edges a little darker. You can always go black or even a brown instead of the green. I just wanted to keep it more like in a true color there in the greens, and then I'll bring a brown for everything else. Yeah, I miss having craft days with my girls. can't wait till we can have card kits and card classes at home instead. But it should be coming soon, I hope. So here I'm doing some browns on the hats and on the shaker. Not sure what that's called, so I'm calling it a shaker. In there. And I'll take my Gamsol and my nib and just blend that out. And just blending. And there he is, all done up. Too cute. So I'm gonna do my taco. And I start with the YR21. Put a base and then go to the 24, YR24, to darken it up a bit. And now I'm just blending. And I kept the marker there because there are a big difference in colors, so it helps to touch the nib of the darker one to blend. Do the other side. And just blend. So for the meat part, I went with a E35, and I'm gonna bring in the 37, and just to say I put a little bit, and I'm gonna blend those together. And also I'll bring the brown pencil after to darken it up again. And here again the 25 for the lettuce part. And I got the 17 and blend those two. And the 34 for the tongue. I got the Y, I think it was 28 or 38. And it was a little too dark, so I went with the Y19. So I did the shading before so that's all good. And that's for the cheese. And again, I'm gonna bring the YR24 for the shaker and the hat. And like I say, the hat, you can change it, do whatever you want. Just because I did it this way doesn't mean you have to do exactly. And you have two. You can experiment on one. I always like giving two images just in case, because when we do it here, it's not so bad. I'll always have some on hand. But when you go home with the kit and you do make a mistake, then it's no fun. Then you're stuck with that mistake. So that's why I always give an extra one just in case. And if you don't make a mistake, you could do always another project with it. So I got the 27 here again for the red. And I'm putting a little bit on the shaker part too. I'm gonna remember what it's called after the video is done. I know it. So I'm gonna bring some blue now, and that's the B02. And I'm doing a highlight in the eyes with a gel pen. and I got the YR20. Wanted the really light for the glass and then put a little darker for the lemon and the drink. And I got like a highlight in white, and then here I'm bringing the brown to darken it all up with some shading. I love tacos. Love, love, love. So that stamp is just too cute. And now I'm just going to blend it. And for my girls, if you have something in mind of what class you want next, just let me know in our group and I'll do my best to come up with something for that idea. Always love to hear, feedback and ideas. I'm just blending that. Now I'm just gonna take the 35 and do some little dots all over, because like the tacos, you kind of see that have little specks all over. And I'm just bringing a little darker for the meat. And here's the color. Yeah, it did focus. I was scared there. And that's for the green. And it's almost done. And there's the cheek again. We need little rosy cheeks. And I'll blend that in. And there he is, all done. Done, done, done. They are both too cute. So there's the base again. And I'll put my little guy. And you have enough to do both of them, so I put a lot on there. Hope you have fun creating these cards also. And there, like I said, you can place them differently too. And here I'm just going to put all the rest of my pop dot that I had. See, lots. And there he is. So cute. So there's my cards, and like I said, I hope you enjoy making these and hope everybody likes it too, and I'll see you soon. Bye.